So today we have a very special Murli, which is dated 29th October 1981. I hope my voice is audible, Vijit bhai.
Yes, perfect, loud and clear.
Thank you, Baba. So this is 29th October 1981 Murli, and the title of the Murli is The Spiritual Meeting of the Father and the Children. And a very special Murli where Baba is described about how to celebrate the Mela of Diwali. And this Mela of Diwali is nothing but this every moment of the Satyuga is a festival, and this model of Satyuga is being created every moment by the Supreme Father with in association with the spiritual children at the right in this conference age. So therefore, every moment of the confluence stage is also like a Diwali, and it's a great spiritual meeting of the Father with the divine children, spiritual children, and how to feel the intoxication, the deep intoxication, how to feel the deep elevated stage and powers, and how to celebrate spiritual Mela, to celebrate this eternal festival, and that too constantly. And how beautifully Baba has related it to the Lokik world, how they celebrate Diwali is they will wear new clothes and new ornaments, new jewelry, and the wealthiest of them will always adorn adorn with new clothes every day. In fact, every moment, new clothes, new jewelry, and there'll be exchange of sweets and lavish, uh, you know, food items, and so these are the Baba has compared this, and in spiritual, what is the spiritual significance, and spiritually, what is the stage which we have to set, which we must, and how we need to decorate with knowledge and yoga, Gyan and Vigyan, Baba says. So beautiful, Murli. Let's see, uh, and these are the practical tips of how to celebrate Diwali. Diwali is just next month. Hardly, I think 30 days are there. End of October, shall be celebrating Diwali. But Babdada says, every moment of the conference age is to be celebrated like a Diwali. Great joy. So let's read the Murli. Let's all be seated in the incorporeal stage, Akal Tat, which is timeless, soundless, beyond matter, beyond the worldly limitations, into the unlimited world, unlimited divine virtues, and in meeting with the unlimited Father, the Supreme Father, experiencing the spiritual meeting in the heart of remembrance. The spiritual meeting of the Father and the children. The spiritual Father is celebrating a meeting with the spiritual children. Only you children can celebrate this spiritual meeting. In Hindi, it's called Mela, Mel Milap, where there is a male and Milap. That's called Mela, meeting or a union. only in this age can you celebrate this meeting with the one Father. Very important. What is it? Only in this age. That's the most important. Only in this age can you celebrate this meeting with the one Father. Thou in golden age, souls will have, and other ages also there will be Diwali, but the meeting with the Supreme Father happens only in this confluence age. That's why this confluence age is super special. All of you have come to celebrate the Mela of Diwali. The first thing in the Mela is to celebrate a festival. The next is to meet one another. In Locking World also, there's a meet and greet. First we meet and then we start greeting them, start expressing our greetings to them. Happy Diwali, and all that. So Baba also says, first is to celebrate, first is to celebrate a festival, the next is to meet one another, third is to give something and to be given something, and the fourth is to play. The fourth is to play. All of you did all these four things. You have come to this Mela. However, to celebrate a meeting means to have the determination in your thoughts, to have a life constantly filled with imperishable zeal and enthusiasm. But to celebrate a meeting is to have a determination in your thoughts. Number one, to have a life constantly filled with imperishable zeal. So, zeal, imperishable, zeal, and enthusiasm. So life constantly filled with imperishable zeal and enthusiasm. To celebrate this spiritual Mela and to celebrate this eternal festival is not a matter of just 1 or 2 days. That's very important. Not a matter of just 1 or 2 days. It's every moment, Baba says. The confluence age is a constant festival. And so, let your enthusiasm constantly increase, ascending stage. So it isn't that Diwali is over, but that it is now Diwali. This new year is for all time. Every moment is new for you because in Lokik also, when we enter into the new year, then suppose this is 2024, so every day is 2024, not that just 1st January 2024 is the new year day. No? Every day of 2024 till 31st December is a new day, new part of the new year. So, similarly, Baba says, the new year is for all time. Every moment is new for you. On New Year's Day, you specially wear new clothes, you put on new jewelry, and have new enthusiasm. You celebrate that day because you consider that day to be a day of great happiness, and you give greetings to everyone. Meet and greet. Nowadays, they call the event as meet and greet. So, similarly, here we are meeting with the Supreme Father, celebrating every moment, and also greetings. We'll be giving greetings to everyone. You sweeten people's mouths. In the same way, for you spiritual children, every day of the confluence age is a day to give greetings to everyone. That has to become our motto every day. To give greetings to everyone. It is also the day of every day. It's to give greetings to everyone. It is also the day to sweeten everyone's mouth for all time. Stay constantly enthusiastic in this way and also make others enthusiastic. That is very, very important. Not only to stay enthusiastic, but also make others enthusiastic. Let there always be sweet words on your lips. That's a very practical tip Baba's sharing. Let there always be sweet words for others, sweet for your own self as well as others on your lips. This is called sweetening your mouth. Sweetening people's mouth means to remind them of the sweet Father and to bring them into relationship with Him with your sweet words. So, what is sweetening people's mouth in spiritual parlance, spiritual language? It's to remind everyone, every soul about the sweetest Father, to bring them into relationship with the Supreme Father with your sweet words. So, is your mouth always sweet? You have the sweet toli, mithai of sweet words constantly in your mouth, and you constantly feed others with it. Do you not? To have an elevated stage every day means to have an elevated stage every day means to instill newness within yourself every day. That's also very important. What does what does Baba mean by having an elevated stage? Means to instill newness, novelty within yourself. Within means in mind, intellect, and sanskars every day. As each second passes, you have a new stage. Because you experience your stage to be ascending, the stage you have is constantly elevated and new from one moment to the next. Therefore, to create a new stage means to wear new clothes, new mind, new intellect, and new sanskars. That's called new clothes. In the golden age, the dress you wear will always be new. The world emperors, world empresses, and the royal family will not wear dresses they have worn previously. Therefore, such royal souls will all, with all rights, fill themselves with these sanskars here and now. Each moment, the stage is new, and each time you are being newly decorated with knowledge, Gyan, and Yoga Vigyan by Bab Dada. The wealthiest people would always wear new jewelry, so the most elevated Father, who is full of everything, is decorating you elevated children with new jewelry and filling you with everything every day. Is he not? So every day is New Year's Day, is it not? You have new clothes, new jewelry, new festivities, which means new enthusiasm, and a mouth that is constantly sweet, lips and mouth which are constantly sweet. You constantly have the sweet toli of sweetness in your mouth. Because of this, what does the Father call you every day? Meethe bache, sweetest children. You remember this very firmly, do you not? Don't you? The Father says, sweetest children. And what do you children say? Someone replied, sweetest Baba. Meethe te meethe Baba. Therefore, what do you have in your mouth? It is a New Year's Day every day, is it not? Isn't it? It is not just New Year's Day, but it is always a new moment. Every moment is a new moment. So, do you celebrate the festival of Diwali in this way? Or is it that as soon as the festival is over, your enthusiasm is also over? You don't celebrate it for a short time like this, do you? This ritual mela here is an eternal mela. It's not just for a moment or a day or month. It's an eternal mela. Anadi, the beginning, middle, and the end, all are constantly happening. Secondly, as we are as celebrating, there is also a meeting. So celebrating plus meeting. So you have a spiritual meeting amongst yourself and with the Father. To meet the Father means to become equal to the Father in the stage, in virtues, in powers. So equal is with the Father. This is not just an embrace, but a meeting of virtues and sanskars. For those who meet becomes means that they become equal. This is why colored by the company is remembered. Jaisa sang vaisa rang. This is remembered, no? This is the reason. Because in the confluence age, when we meet Supreme Father, we become equal to Him. Did you celebrate just a spiritual meeting, or did you just shake hands with one? Did you celebrate such a spiritual meeting, or did you just shake hands physically with one another and embrace one another? To have a meeting of virtues and sanskars is a meeting for all time. That's very, very deep secret, Baba is saying. When there's a meeting of virtues and sanskars and the intellect and the mind, then it's for all time. It's for all time. So, is it not? You have to celebrate this meeting every day. Therefore, check whether you celebrate such a meeting when you come to this Mela. Thirdly, there is the giving and receiving. In a worldly way, when you go to a Mela, you would give money and be given something, some object in return. You definitely receive something. Before you receive something, you have to give something. Give money, get that particular object. Therefore, are you constantly, now in spiritual significance, are you constantly receiving something? So before we receive, we have to give something. Baba is describing that. Even amongst yourself, you are always receiving one another's specialties or virtues, are you not? You receive these constantly, do you not? Receiving this means you are imbibing them within yourself. As a result of imbibing a specialty within yourself, ordinariness within you automatically finishes. When you imbibe a virtue, your weakness caused by the lack of that virtue automatically finishes. So, the ordinariness within you automatically finishes when we give. This becomes a form of giving. Therefore, those of you from Gujarat, did you receive and give? Did you give and receive? That's another profound statement. First we give, we start receiving. This receiving and giving is continuing at every moment and will continue to take place all the time. You receive and give at every second because the giving is merged with the receiving. So are you big hearted in giving? Are you big hearted in giving? Or are you like worldly souls? Are you miserly? You are big hearted, are you not? What do you give anyway? You only give the things you are compelled to give. It is only when all of you children have become completely empty then the Father comes. No physical strength, no mental strength, no financial strength. Empty of physical strength, having no strength in the body, how has the memorial of the procession of Shiva been portrayed? What is the memorial of the end of all strength of mind? The memorial of this is constant invocation. You called out every day, did you not? What is the sign of having no wealth? Look how the government constantly has its vision on even the little gold that still remains. You wear it in the fear. In, if you do have some wealth, what is it called? Black money. No matter how wealthy someone is in name, 90% of that wealth would be black money. Therefore, can that wealth be used or is it just in name? So it is when you have nothing and when only the uncooked rice of Sudama remains that the Father comes. Eating uncooked rice can be harmful. You simply give rice and even that is dry. However, what do you receive in return? All virtues, all powers, and all treasures, even more than 36 varieties. That's the treasure which we receive in return. Therefore, is that giving or receiving? Even the dry rice you bring is mixed with dust. Your only awareness was that of dust. Before meeting the Father, the only awareness the souls had was that of dust. You have now changed, dust of body consciousness. You have now changed. But when you came to the Father, you were covered in dust. Seeing dust, you played in the dust. What else were you doing? You now play with jewels. Therefore, the giving and receiving will constantly continue. In your giving, there was only dusty, dry rice. And in receiving, all the treasures, all the virtues, and 36 varieties, more than 36 varieties. So, therefore, Baba says, nevertheless, some children are still mischievous when they give. Today, they say that they have given everything. They have, like Sudama, but they still keep something hidden under their arms. The father could take this, but would the one who is giving make any fortune through that? If Baba were to snatch that away because you didn't give it yourself, you would miss out on receiving anything. You give one fold and receive multi-million fold. Therefore, to give voluntarily, that is very important. To give voluntarily, that is with determination, means to give one fold and receive multi-million fold. So you have to give because it is only in giving that there is benefit. Do you understand what it is to give and receive? After you have celebrated, after your meeting, and after giving and receiving, what happens next? You constantly play with the Father in happiness. That is very important. After you have met, after you have greeted, after you have given and received, exchanged the gifts, you constantly play with the Father in happiness. You constantly swing in the swing of super sensuous joy. Play also involves swinging in the swing of super sensuous joy. That too, constantly. So, did you celebrate such a meeting? Constantly continue to enjoy celebrating this spiritual mela. Every day is a mela, every moment is a mela. Do you understand? Acha. So now again be seated in between the eyebrows on the throne of timeless, soundless, matterless stage, the incorporeal stage. I, the soul, am in a constant meeting with the Supreme Father, the Deep Raj. To those who celebrate a meeting at every second, to those who constantly sweeten their own mouths and the mouth of others, to those who always have new enthusiasm in constantly celebrating this festival, Diwali festival, to those who by ascending make their stage new at every second, to those who wear new clothes and are decorated with new jewelry, to those who constantly play in happiness with the Father, to those who constantly enjoy celebrating a spiritual mela, to the elevated souls, Bab Dada is showering love, remembrance, and namaste. And we spiritual children, we such children who always have new enthusiasm, who are constantly celebrating this festival of meeting the children with the Supreme Father, who are always experiencing ascending stage every second, wearing new mind, new sanskars, new intellect, new jewelry of virtues and sanskars, enjoying celebrating a spiritual mela with the Supreme Father. We elevated souls also shower love, remembrance, and namaste to Bab Dada. Om Shanti. So that's the end of the first day of this Murli. It's a 3-day Murli. Let's take a moment, take a break here to, you know, deeply reflect these points and how, what is a takeaway so that we also start celebrating every moment, every day as a festival in this conference age. Om Shanti. We will share our views in a moment. Om Shanti. So I would request every member of the Divine Family to share his or her views and any experiences. And Diwali is right next month. So the takeaways from today's part of the Murli can be shared. Om Shanti. So today in the Murli, Mam Dada has, beautifully expressed his sharings, his views on the conference age. The conference age is a platform on which every soul can experience deep meeting, connection with the Supreme Father, and that this happens only in this age, where we can celebrate the meeting, spiritual meeting with the one Father, the Supreme Father, because in the golden age, Supreme Father is not there. There will be a parent, deity parents, but the Supreme Father will only be there in the conference age. So that's the one specialty about the conference age. So anyone would like to share? So Baba described about. I'll just till the time anybody or someone shares, I will just uh, give the highlights of the Murli. That first Baba said celebrate a festival, and then Baba says meeting one another. Next step, and the next step, third step was giving something and receiving something, and the fourth stage is to engage in the play. Play means there could be a swings of virtues, swings, swinging in the swings of joy, happiness, uh, bliss, and so these are the four steps Baba described. And then Baba said, "This is a this conference age is a constant festival. So the two things, enthusiasm and zeal, has to constantly increase, and not only your own zeal and enthusiasm, but also your inner stage should influence others, so that others also can experience the constant enthusiasm and happiness and uh, joy and zeal." So that's something Baba says. And then Baba said that stay constantly enthusiastic and let there be sweet words, sweetness, sweet words on your lips. Let your mouth be sweet, sweetening your mouth. This phrase Baba used to, remind everyone of the sweet Father, sweetest Father, and to bring the other souls, deprived souls, into relationship with the Supreme Father with your sweet words. So next, Baba said that to have an elevated stage every day means to instill newness within yourself every day. So it's not just that the next day, early morning, I will feel that's a new. No, every hour is new for me. Every minute is new for me. Every second which passes, I have a new stage, a better stage, even more elevated than the previous. So this constant elevation from one moment to the next is what is called to create a new stage, that is to wear new clothes. No two clothes will be repeated. Baba says wealthiest people always wear new dresses, new jewelry every day. So here spiritually Baba says it's a Gyan and Yoga. Gyan is knowledge, and yoga is Vigyan, the science, this force behind creating the stage is yoga. So the wealthiest people always wear new jewelry, new clothes every day. So that's Baba is related to the spiritual significance. So this is an eternal mela, and then Baba said about the company, Jaisa Sang Vaisa Rang, colored by the company. So the the phrase Jaisa Sang Vaisa Rang has come out from the conference age only, when we children are in constant company of the Supreme Father, so that when we meet him, we become equal. To meet means to become equal. So today I think it's a silence day. Nobody wants to share anything. Anyone?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe because there is some bhatti also going on. It could happen. Vichit, please go ahead.
Yeah. So, towards end, Baba says that, um, it is when we become completely empty, right? That's when Bhagat comes. And when we become empty in the sense, Bhagat says we run out of no strength in the body and no strength in mind and no strength in wealth, all that. So, and then Baba comes and then, make everyone so full, right? And Baba also mentioned that the government, right, they are also, there is very little things left out, right? So the gold, everything, that is very little. And if somebody has little money, then that is black money. So I just want to highlight that the above thing that Baba mentioned, when it was completely empty, that is when Baba comes. So that is, if we go back the time then when Baba came, presented, right? So at the time, the whole world was suffering because of so much of poverty. And at the time, there wasn't so much of money also. There were people were suffering like anything, not much job opportunity, nothing. So everybody was suffering at that time. And then the time Baba descended and then started giving this knowledge, and if we observe the change, right? Now it's 88 years, right? Uh, uh, so the changes that came after in that period, 88 years, right? So it is very much, um, so much of growth in terms of money also. Now at least some amount of people or majority have enough wealth, enough strength and all that, right? Um, so after Papa's descending only, all the changes happened. Even in science, we take science also was not doing good until Papa. So the whole development and the whole growth, if you look at it in a growth way, right? So the majority um, growth happened only after Baba descended. We can calculate it just, yeah, 80 years if we look back.
Yes, Vijit, I totally agree with this. And from 1936, if you see the development which has happened, I mean, in terms of the solvency of Bharat, though we are still not matched with that 5,000 years ago, what the state we were in, and that our economy, the country's economy has also improved a lot, and we are now soon going to be the top three economies. And by 2036, definitely it will be the topmost economy if we continue to flourish like this. And as you said, the poverty is also coming down, and reducing every day. Uh, Job opportunities. And so yes, and the kind of acceleration which has happened is tremendous in this. It has happened in this 100 years. It will happen in this 100 years only. That's the confluence age. So, and on one side, the people, and then towards the end, people will realize the significance, spiritual significance, and the significance of spirituality, and how to know own self, and also to connect, know with the Supreme Father and connect with Him. This will this will increase. People will realize the importance of this. It not only creates inner wealth, but also it creates outer wealth as well. Outer wealth is just a byproduct of the inner wealth, inner virtues, inner sanskars,
Yeah,
and it
so
creates.
everybody is benefiting out of it, not
Yeah,
just the
everybody.
people who are, yeah,
True.
following Baba. Yes, so Baba is actually showing mercy to everyone in that way. We
Yeah.
look at it. Yes.
Otherwise, if you see, without spirituality, what is happening? Countries are fighting with each other. One country is, nations are fighting. They're sending missiles, attacking with missiles, and tit for tat, and all this is happening. No, so there's so much of violence happening because they have just focused on the outer wealth, but not inner wealth. They are not focusing on inner wealth. Only when Supreme Father comes, now they and Bharat only can lead and can show the way to the world, that it's the connection with the Supreme Father only then, and to create the inner wealth can only create the golden world, a sustainable world, one earth, one family, and one future. That can happen only through the Supreme Father, connection with the Supreme Father, nothing else. There's no other way. Because all religions have to merge into one religion of the soul, isn't it? Right now, we are having so many bodily religions. They have to merge, they have to finish. They have to be replaced with one religion, which is common thread between all religions. One religion of soul consciousness. There's a beautiful point you brought out. Thank you, Vijit bhai. Anyone else like to? And that will be the real Deepavali, isn't it? That's the real Deepavali. Uh, Deepavali is just a name, but it's the celebrating meeting with the Father. That's what is. We call it Deepavali. Some other nation, it will be called with some other name. But that's a real festival, and that can happen only in the conference age.
Correct.
So we'll do a 1 minute meditation and just finish today's part. So let's be deeply seated in the seat of an elevated stage of spiritual being. I am a spiritual being controlling, commanding the body made of five elements. I am a self sovereign soul. I am the master or the controller of my body, my karmendriyas, my mind, my intellect, and my sanskars. I am the master creator of every thought, every sensation, every feeling, every decision, every choice which I make, and every action which I do. I am the Karavanhar, and my sensual organs, my karmendriyas are the Karanhar, the instruments through which I, the soul, think, speak, act, meet and greet with everyone. I, the soul, in this conference age, is in a meeting with the Supreme Father, and that's my multi-million fortune. I'm the luckiest, holiest, and highest soul in the world in meeting with the Supreme Father, experiencing all relationships with the One. And this meeting, this Mela, this Milan has made my every moment in this conference age to be a festival, like a Deepavali. I am that living Chaitanya Deepak who's constantly being lighted by the Supreme Deep Raj, the Supreme Father, Teacher, and Sadguru, enlightening me constantly, the light and might increasing constantly. Every moment is better than before, more elevated than before, more intoxicated than before. And in this process, I am constantly inspiring and influencing every other soul around me also to deeply connect with the Supreme Father and experiencing the divine virtues within. And that's the true celebration of the festival, a meeting the Supreme Father and then giving pure wishes to everyone, greetings to everyone, and receiving their blessings in return, and helping every soul to elevate, to experience the unlimited joy, enthusiasm, and zeal in their lives too, exchanging sweet words, sweet thoughts, and sweet actions with everyone. So today, every moment is a new for me. Now on, every moment is a new for me, newness, because this entire conference age is like a new year, special age, a Vardani age, full of blessings. So what I have to do is to keep sharing these blessings with everyone. Whatever, all attainments from the One Supreme Father, none other, none other, only one I receive, and everyone else I give. Giving is receiving. With that mantra, I will endeavor to experience constant zeal and enthusiasm, constant festivity, entire day, today on, every day of this conference age. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you, Baba. Over to you, Bijit Bhai. Om
Om Shanti. Thank you to Baba. Thank you, Om Bhai. Thank you, Divine Family. See you tomorrow at 5 a.m. Till that time, have a wonderful day.